Yep. What's going on, YouTube? It's the flyest vlogger on the planet. My name is Showtime the Czar. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great, positive, productive day. Got a lot to talk about today, so we're gonna jump into it. But before we do any and all of that, you know what you gotta do. See that subscribe button on your screen? I need you to click that, turn that bell icon on, so each and every time one of my videos drop, you don't miss the content. You don't want to miss it. All right, y'all, let's get into it, man. Drop my intro. Alright, y'all, so let's get into it, man. Late last night, Drink Champs dropped their interview with Kanye West. And Kanye West had a lot to say about Drake and Big Sean and just a lot of what Kanye West is feeling. Alright, so let's get into it, man. First of all, everything Kanye West said was emotionally driven. Alright, he talked about Drake. Let's start with that. He talked about Drake and Kim Kardashian and how Drake alluded to the fact that he had sex with Kim Kardashian. Even though Kanye West know that never happened, he still didn't like the fact that Drake said it. My thing in this whole interview and this whole conversation is, did Kanye West ever stop to think how he made anyone else feel? The beef with him and Drake stems from him allowing Kanye allowing Pusha T to rap over a Kanye West produced beat, and him giving Pusha T information about Drake's son way before Drake put that information into the world. So my thing is this, Kanye West, stop acting as if you are innocent. Drake feels a way, and I said this about Drake too. Drake, when he was having his issues with Pusha T, or has his issues with Pusha T, and he went on that show with LeBron and basically said that there's a line that Pusha T crossed, and you don't cross that line. My thing is this: there's no line. It's battle rap. You say what you want to. This is a battle. This is a fight. I'm going to say whatever I need to say to hurt your feelings, or do whatever I got to do to take you out your game. This is a competition. That's what you do in a competition. Those rules apply to Drake, Kanye, they apply to you too. Okay? At the end of the day, Kanye, you did something to Drake. So if Drake says I slept with your wife and that gets in here mentally, this has become a battle, sir. If your feelings are hurt, guess what? You initiated that fight. So if you don't like what Drake said, you need to apologize to that man. I don't care what Drake said. He said something out of pocket, cool. But guess what? You can say something out of pocket about him too. It's a battle. That's what you do in a battle. I don't understand why Kanye feels like that Drake shouldn't feel the way he felt. No, you did something to Drake. He didn't like what you did. He considered you a friend, and you did something out of pocket to that man. So in turn, he's doing something out of pocket to you. I don't understand why Kanye doesn't understand that concept. Now let's move on to Big Sean. He said in the interview, which I thought was very out of pocket, and when I heard it, I initially got angry because I was like, that's foul to say. If you don't know what I'm talking about, he said the worst thing that he could have ever did was sign Big Sean. Then when I stopped and thought about it, I'm like, he don't mean that for real. And I also think that in a week or two, whatever, he's gonna apologize for saying that. Kanye West is emotionally hurt right now. Apparently he didn't like that John Legend and Big Sean took, I guess they said something about Kanye West publicly and his political stances and all that kind of stuff. I definitely remember John Legend saying something. I don't remember Big Sean saying anything. At the end of the day, people's political stance should not make you say things like that. But again, this is Kanye. He's an emotional person. Stuff like that, he feels it. He hurts. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're close to him. I could tell things like that hurt him because he brought up Virgil. And he said that hurt him. That's neither here nor there. I thought what he said about Big Sean was foul. How do you say the worst thing you ever did was sign Big Sean and you made a lot of money off Big Sean? Big Sean is one of the top, in my opinion, top 5 but top 10 rappers of the new school. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's him, it's Wale, it's Drake, it's Meek Mill. Big Sean is in that conversation. You signed him. So the worst thing you could have done was sign Big Sean? You don't mean that. You just hurt, baby. Knock it off. Also, Kanye, you still owe that man $3 million. Where is Big's money? That's what I want to know. Where is that man's money? The worst thing you could have done was treated Big Sean less than a attribute to your company, which you did. That's the worst thing you could have done. The worst thing that you could have done is act like John Legend was not or is not a dominant singing voice in the culture. That's what you could have done. The worst thing that you could have done is get on Drink Champs and emotionally express that you are not happy with Big Sean and John Legend. That's what you did. And again, all of this is for nothing because he's going to apologize. That's just who he is, man. He goes on these he goes on these rants. He feels some type of, once he gets it out, he's gonna, those are my brothers, we squashed it, blah, blah, blah. That's what I gotta say, and then I'm gonna leave this alone. I don't like that Kanye does this because one of these days, somebody gonna catch a fade. Mainly him. You talking spicy on these platforms like this, I hope that Kanye one day, you're ready to throw hands or whatever consequences come with that. Somebody sue you, whatever. I mean, you've been sued a lot, but one of these days, somebody's gonna, put all that spicy talk that you got, all that choppy talk that you got to the test. And I just hope you're ready for it. I don't wish no violence on nobody, but you can't keep going to platforms and talking crazy and saying all this nonsense about people and then think that there's going to be no repercussions and that's my brothers, we hashed it out, hug, hug, kiss, kiss, you know what I'm saying, kumbaya. Knock it off, bro. Cut it out. You got something to say about them guys, call them, talk to them, hash it out behind the scenes. Stop getting on platforms talking like you really want smoke, and you don't. Let me know what you guys think about the Kanye West interview. Have you watched the Drink Champs interview with Kanye West? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Alright guys, on to the next subject here. So Joe Budden claims that he is bisexual in his latest episode of the Joe Budden podcast. Not really sure what the point of this was. Not gonna lie to you. I don't understand why he felt like the world needed to know that he likes men or women if he really does. Honestly, I think it was a joke. Or he's gonna spin this in some type of Joe Budden fashion to where what he said was a bunch of bull. I don't think Joe Budden is bisexual. I don't really care. Like, I don't know why he feels like that information needed to be put into the universe. Like, what was the, like, what, how did the context of that conversation go? I didn't see it, I just seen the clip. So I just want to know, like, what made him think that needed to be put out in the world. Like, that's the whole thing with me. I don't know how that benefits Joe Budden by people knowing that he's bisexual. He must got something coming out or something. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? This is the first Joe Budden clip I done seen in a long time. So the fact that that's what it is just kind of scares me, because that might mean something like the Joe Budden podcast might be on its last leg. You know what I'm saying? Rory and Mal, their podcast is doing pretty well right now. So, looks like one of those, let me get these ratings. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something wild so I can get these ratings. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. This is way left. But if he is, shout out to Joe for living his truth, I guess. Maybe he's in a relationship with a man right now. Not quite sure what's going on here. So I do plan on watching it just to see what the context of this was, because it looks very random. Doesn't make any sense to me. That's all I got for that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Did you see the Joe Budden podcast when he said this? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright guys, and the last few things I want to discuss with you guys today before I get up out of here. I did see that Summer Walker dropped her album, and I haven't had a chance to listen to it, so I'll give you my thoughts and opinions. I do see a lot of women talking about it, and I do see a lot of women feeding into the toxicity that is Summer Walker's album. I will give you my thoughts and opinions when I actually listen to the album, or as much as as I can. I think it was like 14, 15 tracks. You know, I don't like long albums, so we'll see how that goes. But last thing I do want to discuss with you guys today is I seen the Shade Room post that there's going to be a documentary talking about the Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson Super Bowl incident where he exposed her boob. Who in the hell asked for that? What are we documenting? They dance, they sing, he whipped the boob out. She got in trouble for it. He kind of just let her take the fall. And like years later, he's apologizing for it. What the hell? What's the documentary about? Like, what's there to know behind the scenes other than the fact that they might have agreed on it, and then he just, you know, or he might not have agreed. I don't know. To me, when I was a kid, when I saw that situation, it looked like she knew what was happening. You know what I'm saying? Because he had his hand in, like, why would you have your hand in the breasticles area if you ain't go, if you don't plan on doing nothing with it? That's just like assault to me on stage. And Janet said it happened so fast. She didn't know what was going on. So I don't know. I don't think we need to document this though. Like, this was a 30-second incident, and it's so old and it's so not relevant. Like, I don't get why we need to know that didn't end Janet's career, that didn't end Justin Timberlake's career. That's not, like, it was a wild moment, but it's, you know what I'm saying, like, after it happened, it wasn't talked about like 6 years later. You know what I'm saying? Like 2-3 years later. I think it was talked about a lot at that time, but I don't see a lot of people bringing that situation back up. You know what I'm saying? So don't understand the reason for us to have a whole Netflix documentary about a boob being whipped out on TV. Just don't get it. But let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see this? Is this interesting to you? Are you guys interested in hearing the behind the scenes story of the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson boob situation? Let me know. But that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, your boy is out of here, y'all. Peace.